James Bond Origin #1 from Dynamite. This book has like a million variant covers. Let's just cycle through them all real quick right now. Yeah, so many variant covers. But the storyline in this is pretty interesting. So it's about James Bond and his life during World War II and sort of his origin and how he, became who he is today. So it's March 1941. James Bond is 17 years old and he's a student in Scotland. World War II is breaking out. The Nazis are fighting and everything, and James Bond sort of is thrust into the war and the fighting, and this issue kind of ends with the expectation that they're going to England, the United Kingdom, is going to create a new secret service, which I assume James Bond will eventually join. So the artwork in this is decent. The overall writing I thought was okay. I was a little bit bored at times. Now, also, this book is set in 1940s, so it makes sense as an origin story for James Bond that's set in the 60s eventually. So those 60s era James Bond movies, this origin would make sense. But the James Bond from 2010, the Daniel Craig James Bond, obviously he couldn't have been 17 years old in 1940s, so this origin doesn't make sense for that. So I guess the real question is, who is this book for? Because I don't think modern day audiences would be into a 1940s James Bond story. But there is some people that maybe are really into classic James Bond and have read the novels that really might be into this. So maybe this is for them. But I don't really know if I fall into that camp. So I would give this a 6.5 out of 10.